The job market in 2023 is absolutely brutal. My name is Joel Algie, and I've been in the recruitment space for coming up to a decade. I am connected to literally thousands of recruiters, and I talk to them all the time. You can go verify me on LinkedIn if you don't believe me. Look, I am still getting hundreds of messages a week from recruiters saying that they've been laid off for a while, they don't know what to do, they don't know how to find work. Guys, when there are recruiters who have been laid off and they can't find work, it means that there's no demand for what they do, which is filling roles and hiring. This is a big indicator that it is a tight market. I see videos every now and again where people are like, oh, it's going to heat up and things are changing and things are looking better. Look, I'm still getting a lot of these messages from recruiters. I'm seeing recruiters complaining that they can't find a job. That is the indicator that we are still in an absolutely brutal job market. I also had a front seat as I watched everything start to collapse. In 2022, I was recruiting recruiters. And what started happening was recruiters started reaching out to me. These were recruiters that at the time, I couldn't get them to make a move because there was so much demand for recruiters. And then suddenly, recruiters that wouldn't even respond to my messages started reaching out to me saying my rec load or my open requisition load has gone down, and I'm starting to worry about whether or not I'm going to have a job. Then our clients started putting all of our open recruiter searches on hold. So number one, a lot of recruiters reaching out to me saying that they're just not really busy and they're worried about their job. And then number two, our own clients saying, yeah, we're going to put these searches on hold because we don't know how much hiring we're going to do in the future. Then we started to see the recruiter layoffs. Some of them weren't even publicized. And then as we started to head into fourth quarter of last year, that's when we started to see layoffs in other departments. Marketing, sales, HR. And we haven't seen as many public layoffs, but there's still layoffs going on. Another thing we've seen is the big return to the office. And when they force a return to office, people quit. You could almost argue that those are kind of forced layoffs. So the reason I say this is because if you're on the job search and it's hard for everybody and you cannot take it personally. A lot of times you're asking, well, what could I do better? What am I doing wrong? And I think right now you just got to face up to the reality that it doesn't matter if you're doing everything right. You can't escape a market that is just absolutely brutal. So please do your best, but don't get too down on yourself, and just know that this is a moment in time. From a lot of contacts that I work with, which are usually leaders in recruitment, a lot of them are expecting that in Q1 and Q2 next year, things will start to pick up. But really, we're probably about another 12 months from things starting to really, really heat up again. You've also got to think next year is an election year, which always makes things a little bit strange.